Hello, everyone. This is Maradius, and today we are going to continue and hopefully finish my 100% run of the Zelda classic fan game Legend of Zelda Flow of Time. Now, we are pretty close to the final dungeon. We still do need to do a little bit of grinding. I went and looked into the stuff with the Frozen Palace of the Dawn, and I think reading a thread and whatnot, it just seems like it might be unfinished. There's no real resolution, which is really unfortunate, but things happen, so we're not gonna worry about it too much. We'll just oh, hello, Luke Lima. Yeah, so we'll consider Frozen Palace of the Dawn as being done, because I've done pretty much all I can. I don't think that puzzle to get that last key is gonna work, so I need to obviously grind a few more rupees so we can go purchase the last enchanted key from the guy in Black Hog Village. It's past. So just give me a moment. It's like what? I want to say it costs like 210 rupees, so I might try to get 250. Still a bit painfully slow, even with speed up and stuff, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, hopefully there is, in fact, another golden, or another enchanted key, because, you know, they could just say, you know, there's only 2 available, and, you use one, we put in only enough keys, the exact amount to get everything, and, since you can't access one of the keys, you're just screwed. That would be very unfortunate, but hopefully it's not the case. But we'll just do this real quick, and then we'll be off to Mythelkr's castle. I think it's a castle. I don't actually know if it is a castle or not. It's been a long time since I played the game. We're getting there. Just consider this a little bit of a warm-up before we actually get into the final dungeon. I may just try and see if it is in fact 210, so I don't have to be out here that long, and we can just get going. I'm a little sad that we are pretty much at the end of this game, because it's been such a great fan game to go through. And yeah, that's in spite of me not knowing how to beat the boss of Total Rock until much later, so I was going in pretty much with half health for some of these dungeons, but now that we have all the upgrades we're supposed to have, things have gotten a lot more reasonable and manageable. Oh goodness. I had to do Deepwood Tower without damage resistance. It would probably be very, very painful, to say the least. One there. Okay, so that should hopefully be enough. Statues over here. Fields in the past. And then how was it that we reach? We go over here, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, it's 205. Okay, thank goodness. Let me go in here. Now, the question is, are there any more? Yeah, they keep showing up, so you don't need to actually grab them all. But fortunately, we did, so. Okay, so now we need to go back to the forest. Where is the Black Hog Forest? all the way down there. That's not really where we want to be. We want to just go over here. Funny that the upgraded sword can beat those guys when I think the normal sword cannot. Okay. Then we just go this way. Get out the hammer, because, you know, these guys do not like being whacked with hammers. Well, they should have gotten out the Pegasus boots first. Sword is so good. I mean, like, we don't really have much places to use it, but still, it's the thought that counts. Make sure I don't take wrong turns. Fortunately, that guy didn't come back. Otherwise, that would have been a little bit problematic. Let me go down this way. There's not zero chances to just upgrade a Din's Fire, which, I mean, cool, but, you know, not particularly the most useful. Somewhere in the spot here to work. Got the Enchanted Heart Ring. With this, your heart power will make a steady recovery. Alright, so we get even faster life regen. That's probably not bad. I'm not going to sit here and find out how much exactly. Can I, you know, please warp me away from here? Alright, so with that, I think we are ready to tackle the last barrier between us and Mythelkr's castle. We need to go from the West Shrine. Now, I don't know whether it needs to be in the present or the past. Well, it's probably the past. And then maybe return to the present, but... No, now I think about it, it definitely is the, in the past. Because I remember that the Din's Fire stuff was not there in the present. Alright, so that recovery isn't, like, terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. So I'm going to assume whatever Nayru's thing is, we're going to find it in this last dungeon, which would make sense. I guess those were the three barriers. Okay, no, it's just one barrier, two barrier, three barrier. Okay. Okay. There's one slight problem. In that there's still technically an area I haven't really explored. So I gotta figure that out. I thought maybe that was Mythelkr's castle, perchance, but no, it's not. Alright, well, so the question is, how do we get there? Because I know there's something. Just give me a moment to figure it out. So it's basically this structure, but in the present. So the real question is, how do we get there in the present? I mean, I guess there's a reversion window. That would just be the simplest explanation, and probably the one I should pursue. way. Then we use the reversion rondo here. No, we don't, apparently. It's this place down there that I want to get to. But I just can't. I mean, maybe we just need to try more spots for the reversion rondo. So, I mean, it's not exactly like best photo, is it? I mean, it could be related to something in here. I would not be surprised if it was. Hollow spot. Like, and this feels like it's begging, like, oh, come on, enter up here, but I don't know if you, I don't think you can. Well, let's try from here. Okay, it's not gonna let us. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, I'm a little bit perplexed about how you're supposed to do it. I've messed up Donut. The colors are all wrong. But that's okay. Oh wait, no, I'm just stupid. So I know I've been there, and all it would take, since there is some spots where you can reach, you could just simply whack across. But I need to remind myself how I actually get over there. I think it's through the Great Caves. That's about all I know. I can figure out off the top of my head. Where were there exits from the Great Caves? Okay, so the slight problem, I'm not really seeing much exits from the Great Caves. So, oh, you know what? It probably is. You just... Is there a spot there in the past? Oh no, I'm getting all confused. Okay, so now they're doing different things to my filters to catch stuff like that next time. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. I'll double check the pass real quick and make sure there's nothing. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be an option, so it's some way through the caves. It could even be through the swamp caverns though, so I need to figure this out real fast. Honestly, it was kind of silly that I went that far and then just didn't actually go all the way, you know? It's not there. Where am I forgetting? I mean, it could be connected to that stuff. I'm kind of forgetting what was how you get over there. I know I just did this last stream, but my memory's already failing me. Yeah, this is just leads back there. Maybe it was. You need to go in the past over there. That's what I'm gonna check right now. Darn, my memory is just so bad from last. We did all this. Get over there. You need to go from Black Field. That's doable. I missed. I accidentally went too far. And you go over here. And then we go over here. And that should take us. Yep, looks like it does. Well, okay, it's still anyone's guess if it actually takes us where I'm wanting to go. Okay, no. Oh, there's Shadow again. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I get to this one secret spot at some point. Because I'm close to the final dungeon of the game, but nice to see you. Let's see. I don't want to chop this. I guess it must be in the Great Caves. I'm pretty sure I've been there, but maybe I'm just forgetting. Just go back over here. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense you could just dive, but I don't think there's some place to dive down there. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna check the Great Caves. So it's obviously not this exit over here, because that leads to where there was a piece of hard water. I don't think this is it either, but it's good to double check. Go over here. Just avoid these guys. Okay, yeah, no, not there. Don't want to speed up too much. Get myself down. Well, I mean, I have enough damages, so it's probably not a big deal, but still. So we don't go in that way. It's going through one of the other entrances. Okay, let me just... I mean, I guess a time portal could be the answer. But at the same time, I'm kind of a little skeptical. I don't want to have to, like, rewatch my whole previous stream just to find out where the way to this area was, but... Alright, well that leads over here, which I don't think is particularly useful. Okay, yeah, that takes me there, which is not what I'm looking for. Okay, why am I so bad at remembering this? So, man, okay, so there's still other ways to go in this encounter, so I guess I can just keep checking. But I'm not liking how I'm not doing a good job. I think it's one last secret before we tackle the final dungeon. I don't even know if there's like going to be anything of value over there because we've already gotten so many upgrades and there's not really much more. I mean, it could just be another gosh dang enchanted chest because why wouldn't it be? In here. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna lead us there either. But I need a double check just to make sure I have all my bases covered. Yeah, no, this is just the normal Turtle Rock. Yeah, so, there's some other thing I gotta be forgetting. I know it's not the stuff with the thing in the training grounds. Because that just leads to a portal to the other thing in the past. Need to just deal with these guys through other means. There we go. That way's to the ice fairy, which we do not need to bother with. I think this is going to be the way to go either. Okay, yeah, no, that's not it either. The answer might not be in the Great Caves, which is a bit of a worrying proposition. It's not there, and it's not with the reversion rondo. I mean, maybe I'm just remembering wrong, and I didn't actually get there before. I mean, I'm not liking that. I'm missing this. Probably something very obvious. I just that. Just dive in all the spots around it. Okay, come on. There's gotta be something around here I'm missing. You know, obviously it wasn't along that chain because that just leads down there. There's some other tunnel network I'm forgetting about. I would not be surprised if like there's just some cave early game that I just completely forgot about. Okay, so that just straight up blocks you. I'd hope there for a moment, but no. Check, make sure nothing around the graveyard. But it's been eons since I've been here. Okay, no, that just does that. Maybe one of these is actually a secret thing. No. I mean, I know one of these is, but is there anything actually here? I mean, well, there is something you can jump, but I don't know if that was meaningful or not. Okay, that just leads you over here, which doesn't help me. Just Leads to the treasure grave. Alright, well. What am I missing? There's not, surely there's not like some time portal in Treasure Rock I'm missing, right? Not a fan of not being on. At some point, I may just have to say, well, we'll figure it out later. Because we're not really going to pick up this far. See, that does not mean anywhere useful. And that was just to go all the way around. So that's not useful. What am I forgetting, man? It's like nothing in Turtle Rock itself. Some other obvious thing I'm missing. There's gotta be, right? You know, it may just be... Just suck it up, go do Mythelkr's castle, maybe it'll be revealed. We'll worry about that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. There. Alright, yep, just back to the West Shrine. That's alright. I want to go there. That's not... I want to stay the... I accidentally just walked right back into it. It's still possible that that section may be connected, but who knows. So it's quite surprising that Mythelkr, I mean, I guess it's not too surprising that he decided to build his castle in the past. Probably thought he was untouchable, but I guess not. Okay, these guys are still easier to fight with a hammer. Now, I never finished this dungeon when I first played this. Green, red, blue, blue. Guess we will figure out what that means later. Din's fire check. Very much just winging this right now. Okay, this might end up being a short dungeon. Which I'm not really surprised by, if it is. Because level 9 in the Oracle games was also pretty short. red, blue, blue. So, top right, bottom left, top left. Am I supposed to be interacting with these? Or... Oh, I see. I forgot these things go. Green. Alright, we got all the undead enemies. Oh, and you gotta do it without triggering any of the ghosts because they will not die. That's fair. Okay, you know, just let me die. Okay. Reset my health. We'll approach that a little better. Just like avoid this guy. Yep, we can. Who cares about you and your ball and chain? Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. The real question is, what was the order? It's yellow. There we go. I mean, I'll take a potion. It's not like the worst thing they could give me. Okay, interesting dungeon layout. You know, I see in the... Well, it seems to be another... Like these guys... They really are using mechanics from all the dimensions, which is interesting. I like that. Can't just hammer these guys to death. Unfortunate. Basically the Padroom boss, but reasonable. You got the fire boomerang. It deals fire damage, but also has increased stun capability to activate switches that no other boomerang could. Cool. I don't know which that it would be yet, but we will worry about that later. I don't need to fight all these guys. Hey, they want me to fight all these guys, though. No avoiding that. good sir, and ignore you. It seems like it's going to be a pretty tame dungeon. Others, simple enough. Just stop taking so much damage. It's alright. Okay, yeah, these are all just like mirroring various rooms from out the all the dungeons. What do you need? Like I recognize this one from North Shrine, and that one was from the Swamp Well. We obviously saw mechanics from Treasure Grave and Crater Cove. Okay, there was definitely a room like this in the Ocean Temple. Okay, that was just super scuffed. You kind of can't avoid that. I mean, except the fact that I guess we didn't need to fight them at all. Okay. Okay, so it's time. There was no indication. I didn't hear the sound that normally indicates it's time. Alright, you're gonna make me defeat all these enemies again. Looks like fortunately not. These guys don't even respawn anyways. You know, maybe I should just double check, make sure there's no secrets going on in this room. Yeah, it looks like there's not. Alright, time to rush through this. That won't help. If I can remember a room like that. Okay, so I'm a little... I think you're supposed to reflect magic attack from the Wizrose onto that statue, but it's just a tad bit tricky when there's so much chaos going on. Might be good to just deal with the Wizrose spawning bats. Use the lens of truth to verify this. Yeah, that's what it wants me to do. And now I can kill him. Alright, this guy is starting to be a real pain. It didn't even do anything to kill him, but, you know, it's alright. Hopefully this guy gives us a fairy. That would be really nice. Yeah, I am just curious. Because that looks very much like the switch that we couldn't do anything with in Frozen Palace of the Dawn. Okay, well, I was low on health. Surprising seeing Leok's first time here being a just a random mini boss. I mean, upgraded Facade to full-on boss. Now, granted, he was a mini boss in the Oracle game, but he was an actual boss in the main game. So, or in Link's Awakening, not main game. So, who knows really? Jump over them all. Same goes for these guys. Just jump over them. Who cares? Is there any like? Oh, now I remember this room too. It's obviously taken from the magic shop. You gotta wonder how exactly he acquired a place like this. So I'm assuming that first teleport does not go somewhere we want it to go. This, right? Yeah, there we go. I know it activated something, but I'm not sure what it actually did. The panels, okay, that seems like that's lower. Quite convenient for us. Get some hearts from the grass. You know, it's fine. We want to go back to the start anyways. Unironically, we did want to get sent back. Okay, so we go there. We just ignore these guys. Ignore these guys. Guess what? We ignore these guys too. Probably good to ignore them. No, alright, we go this way. Better job of ignoring some of these guys. Alright, we go up here now. Okay, now the whole place is just dark. I think it's just a little bit mean. Such a tight space, but well, you know, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter, does it? All right, let's see. I really should just be killing these guys with hammers. What am I doing? Yeah, it's just so much easier to deal with monsters. Alright, so I can't use my hammer, but, you know, that's kind of like whatever, because still let me use my sword. And, quite frankly, that's more than sufficient enough for these guys. Yep, and who would have guessed that they put in a secret? Alright, I need to do this very carefully, because he will kill me if I leave. Let's light the place up again. Alright. Does that, like, actually do anything for me, though? Or was this just wrong? Because, like, honestly, I can't hammer these. Maybe it was just a troll. I don't know. Alright, well, anyways, we can now go on to the other side. Get a good old health refresh. So, obviously we need to go back up here. Just get out, cape. Jump around everything. That's just the easiest way. These guys still haven't returned. Good riddance. Sure, nothing. Well, I guess I did already check. There's no reason. Oh, yeah, now I hear the sounds that plays when you get warped if you take damage. Okay, well. Jump over these guys. Okay, not quite like that. Oh, right, you reactivated it. That's convenient. I don't have to solve that puzzle again. Alright, this is Enchanted candle time. Okay, how are you wanting me to... It deals no damage whatsoever. Good. That's lovely. Alright, well, we can play the winning game. I have health. I mean, they probably carry through the health region pretty fast. But it's a thought that counts. It didn't count enough. Okay, well, let's try that again, shall we? Hopefully with a little bit less of the dying and more of the trying to be good at the game. No, I will make sure to make a save before I go fight Mythelkr. It's quite possible that there's still more to the game because, like I said, I don't have Nayru's thing, and there's clearly a spot marked for it. There's something up with that, and I gotta figure out what that is. This may not actually be the end of the game. I don't know what there would be beyond that. I mean, other than like Ganon. It's like, why wouldn't there be Ganon? It would be nice if you opened your eyes just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, please. I should be keeping track. I think that's what, 3 hits? Maybe it's more, but we'll pretend it's okay. Okay, this is surprisingly annoying. I keep getting... Okay. We'll just try it again. Should leave one of them alive, so next time I come through, there's not as much enemies to dodge. A lot better, I know. I do wonder if like there's other attacks that are effective against Goma. There might be, there might not be. I don't really know. I need to get out of the way of that. Go. Okay, candle. This. One. Two. I think I forgot how to bait the fireballs. Fortunately, between dodging the fireballs, it's 3, maybe it's more, I don't know, it's 3. It's not actually provide a lot of openings. 4. It's not too many hits. 5. 6. Oh, okay. Okay, now we're gonna save and quit. Just in case, you know, you never know, there might be... If this really is the point of no return, we will have to go back and solve that thing, but... All right, Mythelkr, let's see what you got. Link, you've made it. Now hand over the Aurora Stones. They are of no use to you anymore. Oh, you're fused? Tis, that just won't do. Your tale is over, Link. I will pry the stones from your cold, dead body. Link, leave this place. I have no control over my actions. Suckers have captured my body in this crystal prison. Leave, Link, leave before I hurt you. Ugh. These enemies have a lot of health. Obviously, you take a lot of damage from damaging Aurelia. So you should not do that. Okay. So we need to use bombs against these guys. We need to use this. Okay, next wave. Ow. I really need to be making better use out of my weapons. Just spam them, attack them from far, because clearly we're not supposed to fight up close. Jeez, what are these enemies? Hacking hack. They have really crazy attack times. I'm not looking forward to the Dark Nuts. You know, might as well use the blue potion. Is it going to be Dark Nuts in any way? It's going to be this fight. You know what? They are fast. Hecking heck. I mean, not fast enough, but I thought that counts. Keys over here. All right, now it's just attacking me directly. Link, you shattered the crystal barrier. Thank you. But be careful, Mythelkr is still around here. Some... Just vanished. You've done well. Come into my domain, Link. I've been waiting for you. Didn't want to make it this far. Had I known that such a worthy adversary exists in the village of Glykoff, I would have leveled it along with Byrov. But it's no matter. Aurelia has served her purpose as a gateway to the past. You brought the Aurora Stones to me. Soon, the power of the Triforce will be mine. Let me do the honors of ending your miserable life. This is the final big leap. Do you have what it takes to stop me? Probably. He doesn't seem that. Okay, like your bullet pattern like that is just very not favorable to you. Okay, he killed me. That's not good. Alright, well, I am kind of getting the impression that, maybe, just maybe, this really is the end of the game, and there's not more, but I don't know. Okay, so we have to do this whole thing all over again. You know, I'll just die, and then we're gonna go solve that thing. It seems like a pretty good time to just go back and say, you know what? Let's solve some of these previous things, you know? Also, for that matter, you know, let's go just double check Frozen Palace of the Dawn. Because there's a switch that is activated by that boomerang. But it doesn't seem like it's coded. Well, there's only one way to really find out. Why did I go in this room? Never actually seen it lit up, so... Just do that, do that. Okay, I just worked all the way back. Yeah, I'm stalling basically, but it's more so because I want to make sure I really do get everything I can. This way. This way. Go here. Switch the cape. Try to be not incompetent with it. Still, it is kind of weird that they say like, oh, you're supposed to do it between these points in time, but you can't actually finish it until you've done the last dungeon in the game. Seems a little weird, but it's alright. I can deal with it. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna accept that switch is not... You can't hit it. It's literally just not implemented. Yep, it really is just not implemented. Alright. That's unfortunate. I had to double check, but alas, it was just not meant to be. Right, now, figuring out how the heck do we get to that one spot? Because I do not have any clue right now. It's like there is some way. I just can't remember if I actually got there or not before. be important to figure that out, but because obviously you can go warp up there with the reversion on it, but you can't warp below it. Actually, there's something missing around here. I mean, like, the Great Caves are very mysterious and all that, but, like, there's gotta be something. Go down here. Yep. Like I said, this already been here. Okay, so if it's not there, yeah, I guess I can take another look in the past just to make sure that I'm not missing something really obvious. Like, I don't see any other caves around that could lead there, because we already know that doesn't lead there. Could be more swamp caverns, but I don't feel too good about that being a possibility. But we have to check. Well, we have to check other spots first. It seems weird that they, like, acknowledge that this place existed in the past, but, like, they don't. No, do not like this mystery match right there. Is there gosh dang. Oh, how can I not figure this out? There should be an answer somewhere, but I mean, I guess just head to the training grounds. Like, I don't feel like this is going to be the answer, but I'm just, like, out of ideas. Over here again. Just the switch. And just leads there. What am I missing? This is driving me crazy. How much was there really unexplored in this one? Is this bombable? I mean, like, it's probably not connected anywhere, but... Oh, I just never actually did this part, okay. Okay, I'll take 50 rupees. But that's kind of not what I'm looking for here, you know? Gosh dang. over here feels like it's be way, way too far to travel to figure it out, you know? This is all just getting up to critical level. And I guess there could be something hidden in the wall somewhere. This is driving me crazy, man. We need 100% this. That looks like is leftover stuff from a previous version. I'm not going to really question that. It would be really neat if there was like some spot around here where you could dive down and reach what used to be the way to the ceremonial grounds, but there's not. It's right there. It's right there. How can there not be an answer around here? Gosh dang. I mean, it could just be some dive spot I'm missing. Which would be pretty annoying, but it's not impossible. Was a dive spot, where would it be, you know? I don't see, like, obvious indicators. There's, like, one thing I can think of. But, it feels so iffy that it probably is nothing. Like, maybe it's just, you need to use the reversion runner to get there. And, like, I could see that being the case, but the problem is that it just doesn't feel like there's a spot for it. It wouldn't hurt to try, but I'm not looking to... I'm not too fond of this idea, that's for sure. Wait, remember the right way is supposed to go to reach that area, which I probably do not. No, I need to go the other way around. So the simplest explanation of how to use that plot would just be I'm like looking at this, and I know I'm not like doing a very good job of it. So it would have to be a little bit to mostly west and a little bit south of this spot. Which I guess like right there would be the best candidate, but that doesn't feel like it's in the right spot. All we can really do is try, so. Here, I believe. And it's probably going to say, actually, you can't even use the reversion rundown here. No, that didn't work. It's just south. Like, that would have been a good spot that makes a logical sense to how you reach there, but I'm not going to question your weird house when it looks like that, but you might want to get that checked. So, I mean, I'll do another like quick check, but I'm pretty sure that there's no other spot. I don't think you can get to that spot then. Yeah, no, that would just straight up be unreachable. All right, well, if that's not reachable that way, where the heck are you supposed to go? It's like staring me in the face. I just... not sure. And I know Relly said something about reaching Turtle Rock from the Petrified Forest, but there is no way to get there from the Petrified Forest. It doesn't really feel like it is. Take another look around the Petrified Forest, but like, I explored everywhere in the Petrified Forest. There was no secret passageway. Doesn't exist. Yeah, like there's nothing. This is being quite perplexing. Wait for one moment. It's so annoying. It's so tantalizingly close, and yet it's so immensely far away. It's not even funny. Was there something I missed in the Temple of Time? I mean, like, we obviously found that treasure. There was a piece of art. Like, there's things you can hammer there, but they don't do anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. No, I guess maybe you could go into that past there. Except there's no ground there, so it would just straight up be impossible. Dang. Come on, game. Throw me a bone here. Like, one last thing I can think of to check is that maybe there's a dive spot in the past around where the structure, or around where the thing is. In the present? That's like the only thing I can think of. So, back over here. And at this rate, I might just have to say that maybe there isn't. Maybe there just isn't a solution here, which would be absolutely terrible to have to admit. And maybe I'll just have to look into it later, and then we have to just revisit this at some point to get true 100%, because I don't know what's just missing because it wasn't implemented and what's missing because I'm just blind. It really does feel like there should have been a dive spot here or something, but there's just nothing here in the past, I guess. Yep, just straight up nothing. Like, I don't know when if there's any other unexplored ways I can find. Just might have to hope that it's connected to the ending somehow. Yep, alright, well, gosh, I don't want to admit defeat on this, but I don't have much choice, do I? Yeah, I just had to double check that I couldn't. It was like, that feels like something I should be able to reach. See, there's a bridge there. I mean, maybe there is something in the West Shrine in the present. That would explain it. There's just straight up nothing here. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy, man. Well, it already is driving me crazy, but it's gonna drive me even more crazy. Like, the Lens of Truth isn't doing squat to help me here. I will be kind of mad if it turns out it's just some random dive spot out in the world. It's like, heck, how was I supposed to figure that out? Well, where else could we possibly check just to be sure. I don't know. It feels like the answer's gotta lie with the Great Caves, but no caves around. Like I can do that spinning move, but it doesn't do anything for me, you know? Like, you sure there's not some, like, hidden path over here? Like, surely there's just something exceedingly obvious that I'm just missing. There's just nothing everywhere. Gosh dang it. Like, there's gotta be something somewhere, otherwise they wouldn't have put that in, but like... Where is it? It's not in the Great Caves. Which is annoying. It doesn't look like it could possibly be something in that room. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I just need to go back to Turtle Rock. Go back to the boss room, and there'll be something there. Because maybe, just maybe, they did have something, and I just completely missed it, you know? Double check for any other... No, this is really the only spot to go to the pass. Gosh, I'm so sorry that, like, I'm just struggling to find whatever you're supposed to do there. It feels like it should be important. Let me just use good old lens of truth in this room. No. Gosh, why do you torture me like this, game? Gosh, imagine if it was just finding a way up there. I don't even know how you would do that, because I don't think there is a way up there. But imagine if that was the solution. Since it's here, like... there can't really be anything. Like, you're not gonna get up to that spot. Like, I'm not even seeing really any unexplored paths. And path that would be there either, you know? I guess all we can really do is just head back to the starting point. And then go over there, because maybe there is something in that final room, you know? Maybe, just maybe, there is something. At this point, I kind of doubt it, but... Whatever. Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that this should be some way to get to where I'm thinking, right? Truth, the place up. It has revealed nothing. Oh my gosh, man. You can't do this to me. You can't dangle a secret I haven't solved and then give me no way of solving it. You know I'm just gonna waste an immense amount of time trying to figure it out. Okay, you know, I really should just call it quits. Go beat up Mythelkr, and then we'll see from there. I probably should have grabbed the red potion, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. There won't be any problem. We will beat up Mythelkr and all this mooks. No problem whatsoever. It'll just be easy peasy. No worries whatsoever. Use Lens of Truth here because, you know, maybe there's something. No, it doesn't look like it. I had to try, you know. It's going to be a bit annoying having to go through this every single time. That's really an argument for why I should have just straight up gone in. Potions, but you know, yeah. Should have brought a shield, stupid. Alright, okay. Really the enhanced damage. These guys really fly across the room at you, okay. Spam them with magic. Speed doof this wave. Good time to regenerate HP. Once I stand side like that. be good. Got the hammer. If I die again on Mythelkr, I will absolutely grab a potion just so I don't have to go through this again. Well, this will be a bit annoying. I'm doing this in the hopes of regenerating HP fast enough to outpace. I should really kill him first, and then with like one bat left over, one piece left over, it would be reasonable. I'm not doing a very good job of it right now, am I? Alright, now we can wait in a corner just a little bit. Hopefully he will not really damage this a whole bunch. Because otherwise lose. Slowly but surely we will regain HP and things will be not absolutely gosh dang terrible. I really do hope that whatever that thing is, it's just some, like, there's actually another dungeon or something after. And not just, I really missed something. Because I will be so just unhappy. Okay, let's do this. Just need to not be stupid with Mythelkr. I don't like how he keeps spawning right on top of me. Yeah, we definitely should have gotten it. Okay, yeah, he just spawned this on top of me, dude. Fine, I will go back. I will get a potion so we don't have to deal with this. I know I can afford one. Go over here. Ignore those silly little... Yeah, it just is a little bit annoying how lengthy of a fight it is. Just like heck and heck, man. They really should have had it be like there's a why did I go back to this? Wait, no, yeah, I'd entered in the I'm just getting all the trouble now. It really should have had it so there's some checkpoint or something, so you didn't have to go and do the whole fight over again. Alright, let's hope I don't screw this up again. Really just letting it sit. That being said, I do not like this guy. He sniped me with his boomerangs. Okay, so using the candle is the only way to kill this guy. It's kind of interesting how, like, this fight is pretty annoying, but it's much easier than it's mainly because Mythelkr will just spawn on top of me without any warning. I'm doing not the best. You can just deflect a lot of this, honestly. Just wait. Then we get out our hammers. That's the wrong button! Leave me alone. Okay, well, that's slightly annoying. Battle over here, and then we can recover all our HP. Mostly undisturbed. Alright, now we just chill for a bit, because last thing I want to do is go into this fight with not full HP. So now we just do the thing where we wait again. It'll be alright. Thank goodness we got that enhanced heart regen. Make this slightly less worse. Okay, stop hitting me, Keith. I need to regen health here. So just stop making things take longer than it has to. Stop. Well, yeah, I do speed up the game for some annoying parts, especially to get, like, regen, but it's partially because, like, I don't want things to take forever for viewers. And I do have a limited amount of time each stream I can do, so, like, I think it's best to just utilize the speed up sometimes to speed some things up. I've been doing that throughout the game, more so in the later parts, especially when I have to repeat stuff. No, it wasn't a Twitch bug. I thought I explained it. 6, 7, 8, time to heal up. Different things like 25. How can this be? What kind of power do you command? Link, I'm so sorry. Mythelkr caused me to do terrible things. I could have killed you. But you've done it. You saved me. Now I can return the favor. Bring peace and prosperity to Glykov once again. Let's leave this place, Link. I shall take us back to our time. Alright. Well, that's the ending. So, you beat the game. That's good. We'll kind of skip through this, but no, we'll fast forward through it. But yeah. So that does leave the problem is that that one thing was not related. So that is a slight problem. Congratulations, you fully cleared the flow time and the password from the flow time was waited if you use it. Yeah, unfortunately, the other one is not really going to be a thing. Alright, well, that leaves us with an unsolved puzzle, gosh dang it. Oh, wait, I never went there? Ooh. That's another thing I just kind of forgot about. Well, you know, we got more secrets to find, so we will do that. Also, it really is a shame that there was no... it never did the other game. I would have loved to play it, but it is what it is. What do I call it? 360 past. I want to go somewhere over there. Oh, well, no, the way to do that would be to go to the training grounds. Here was the entrance. This is the one down here. What am I doing? Over here. Yeah, I can't believe I just never went to these spots. I don't know why. I just completely forgot. And like there's very clearly a way to get over there, so like I'm just being dumb. Okay, so it's not letting me use the reverse. Huh? Okay, you can just find time portals in the grass. 200 rupees. Excuse me? There's just a manhandla all the way out here? Hello? What is... Okay, I already have the maximum amount of hearts I can have. Okay, then? That felt a little random, not gonna lie. So now there's just the possibility of random time portals in the grass. Okay. Great. I guess. Well, we still have more unsolved mysteries, but at least that was one. You're not gonna let me take the easy way back, okay? I'm gonna go here. All right, so that leaves us with about an hour to figure out this final puzzle of flow time. I know, really, beating the game should have been the thing that is the final thing, but the real final boss is this gosh dang puzzle, man. Gosh dang, it's going to... I need to figure this out or it's going to haunt me, and I can't really say 100% of the game. If I don't figure out this one puzzle... I mean, it's like, there anything all the way over here? That would be kind of crazy. Wouldn't really make much sense, but... You never know. Let me try going here. And you know, it wouldn't hurt to just lend the truth it up a little, you know. Just in case there's some secrets. Obviously, we know there's something over here. just look at rocks that are like that, but I don't see anything anywhere near that, so it's probably not. No indication that way. Just a whole lot of nothing. Where could the secret be? It's not up there. I don't think it's possible to get these other spots. I mean, maybe we try going back here. Just take a quick look around. I mean, that spot there looks like the least suspicious. I pressed wrong one. Okay, well. I would not be surprised if there's just some bombable wall somewhere I just did not touch. Because I tend to be into miss those things, you know? There. Don't know why I'm bothering to go back here. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to double check. Like, I would be tempted to look up a guide if it weren't for the fact this was a fan game. So there's like almost certainly not a guide, and if there's like a video series, I'd have to comb through the entire gosh dang thing, and I don't think I really have the time for that. It's right there. It's right there. I mean, I could hit that, but like, all it's gonna do is create a bridge I can't reach. This is agonizing, really. Can you imagine if it's just like you had to bomb that wall up there, and that was literally all you had to do, and I just missed that. I mean, you know, let's go do it. I doubt it's gonna do anything, but I'm like running out of options. Let me down. I don't want to be trapped up here. Dang, man. There's something obvious I'm just missing, I'm sure. Let me double check the other entrance to Turtle Rock and Great Caves. Gosh, I am. Where is it, man? Any other spot I can dive here? Why they torment me like this? Actually, there should have just been like a random time portal somewhere here, and then that would just make everything so much better. There's not, but can you imagine if there was? Gosh, I want there to just be a random spot to use it. Dad, there's just nothing. Oh, a lot of nothing. Man. Like there has to be some solution. This is gonna drive me crazy. Like there were some caves where I did miss an obvious bombable spot, but like this just ain't it, man. Let's go back to the past again. Can't believe they would do this to me, man. This path again. Flame Boomerang is one of the most useless power-ups. Maybe there's something extra in this room. I am desperate for a solution, man. I was hoping there would be something. There just isn't. Okay, guys, is there any other spot I haven't been to? Like, I find it hard to believe it would be all the way in, like... I don't see any reason to go to the mountain or the crater, because I feel like it would be just absolutely bonkers to have a path all the way over there. Maybe it's like the, You just gotta find a random time portal, and it will take you there for whatever gosh dang reason. So is it, like, really just time to cut all the grass in Hyrule? I kind of get the impression that it's not going to work out. Surely I'm just missing something blatantly obvious, right? Around here for any sort of clue. I know we already went down there and solved the puzzle there. This is definitely a case for having more viewers. We would go a long way because we could all brainstorm together, but a handful. It's a tad bit tricky. And there's obviously not going to be anything here. Can you imagine if there was, though? We didn't do anything in this spot. This was just a random corner that existed, I guess. I mean, I could check the past graveyard. I doubt it again, but you just never know. Whoops. Stop accidentally doing that. Gotta check every grave. You never know. Deep down, we all know it's none of them. Second grade there, but that would do anything. That's technically a reward I never got. It's a little meaningless right now, but you know. Okay. So, I'm going to double check the forums for the game to see if it ever came up. Because this is the only chance I'm going to really find bear with me a little bit. Okay, I may have found something describing it. So, now we just have to actually go and find it. It might be another enchanted chest. So I'm going to grab another key just to be safe. Now, maybe that was in the previous version, which would be a little oof. You know, no, that's not the best. Just go to past. But I did see you mention that it's a very long and involved thing. It's the most difficult one to get. Why did I go that way? I just need to go this way. Go in here. Buy ourselves another key. You know, for the fun of it, we're gonna go buy another one. Okay, so... swamp, I guess? I don't really know if I understand what it's saying here, but... Oh wait, no, I'm reading the wrong that is something I already did that one, so it's not an enchanted chest. There's some mention of a cave system that has a hidden passage. So go figure. be a bit difficult to figure out which cave system, but then it also needs hammers, or the hammer to do. Which, I mean, like, wouldn't be that bad, but we gotta figure out where exactly it's referring to. We just, you know, bomb some more walls. I don't think it's gonna be that far. Yeah, it's not gonna be here. It would be quite crazy if they had a second hidden wall here. But they don't. Yeah, I just gotta check every single cave system. Okay, that looks like a bombable ground texture. I could have sworn they used that as a bombable ground texture. I was like, for a moment, I was like, oh my gosh, is that it? No, it's not. Well, the search continues. I mean, I'm not too inclined to believe there's... Maybe there is a hidden passage around here, but I'm pretty sure I checked all these spots. Yeah, like this advice I saw on the forum that said, how does like one reach the switch northwest at Turtle Rock Present? And they said there'd be a hidden passage in the cave system that takes you up there. Which cave system, brother? Like, that's not very helpful. I may have to make a post on there myself to find out. This hecking heck. So it's just somewhere in these caves there is a hidden path. We have no idea where that would be, though. I mean, I guess that looks like the most likely candidate, but it's just not compelling enough to really sell me on it. But, like, what choice do we have? Just hit all the walls. already looked over all these caves. There's not much that can be hidden that I haven't checked already. Like, what do you mean there's a hidden passage? Like, this would be a good spot if, you know, there was one here. But there just isn't! Like, what am I looking for here? Like, you're not gonna have anything for me. You know, I'm. Oh wait, I can bash these guys in with hammers. That's right. Can I not? I thought I could. It must be the weaker versions. Yeah, you just have to open it like. Don't swing them when they're electrified. Okay. I guess like the fact that you need hammers here might be an indication that this is the spot they were talking about. I don't know though, that doesn't seem very convincing of an area. I think we found it. That was a very mean spot though. Like, was there any indication other than using the lens of truth? Thank goodness we found it. It wasn't just... Okay, what awaits us up here? It's probably nothing of importance. Without the Blade of Ultimate Power, you cannot see the Great Fairy. Well, I already have them. Welcome, Link. I've seen the good deeds of Corn and Glycop, and hoped that you would come to see me. I'm the Great Fairy Wisdom. I've bestowed with the power of Nayru, the God's wisdom and the protector of the fairies. May bestow you with but a fragment of Nayru's love and protection. This magic staff has bestowed the ability to protect the conjured berry. When it has an effect, you will take no damage. Staff of Nayru is of great use to you. Well, gosh, at least we finally figured that out. It makes sense. Kind of. It was still very mean of them to hide it the way they did, but I'm just glad we figured it out, man. Since we don't really have time for anything else, I think the best thing to do here is. Well, first we're going to save and quit. So I have a fully completed save. I've defeated Mythelkr on this, and I have everything. Pretty sure. Yeah, that should be everything. But, you know what, let's just go beat up Mythelkr one last time for old time's sake. Buy myself another red potion. But that way we can actually fully finish on the note of defeating Mythelkr. And there's no things left over that really make me... I can finish this with no regrets. Not that way. Oh yeah, and look, I should just know that this speed up feature is a thing in like pretty much almost all Zelda classic games. So when we move on to other games, I may use it there from time to time, especially when backtracking or having to go through cutscenes again, just to save a little bit of time. Go that way. All right, let's finish this real. It's like beating Bowser a second time once you've gotten full completion. Yeah, all in all, flow time was a great experience. It was, I can't believe I never finished it before. It just kind of baffles me because it is so good. And like, I did reach Mythelkr's castle. I guess it was just, maybe it was stuff that I didn't figure out that just kept gnawing at me. And I just didn't have the time to figure out all the puzzles. That's like the only reason I can really think of why I didn't finish the game, despite reaching Mythelkr's castle. Well, and then Crater Cove. Treasure Grave. Fun camp them, but oh well. North Shrine. Our distance. Other than the fact that there's no checkpoint, this is a pretty cool ending sequence where you go over basically enemies from all 4 dungeons except, you know, vastly powered up. Not doing the best on health right now, but that's okay. We can just... Okay, they are straight up going to kill me. Unless... Okay, so she will... You know what? It's okay. We can use one potion. Oh, okay, so maybe it's good that I didn't have this because, like, the fight is, like, literally free with the Staff of Nayru. Oh my god. I can play as badly as I want and it doesn't matter because he's just powerless to do anything against me. Oh man, we just get the curve stop to end it off. Wow. That is pretty funny, but we beat him legit before, so it doesn't really matter. Well, what kind of power do I command? I got all the secrets this time, buddy. You don't stand a chance against me when I just take no damage. Good thing I did the fight legitimately how I was originally supposed to do, and then we kind of just maybe cheesed it a little. Well, I don't feel as bad about doing that now, about doing this fight again, just because we got to see that. All right, well, this pretty much means the end of doing Flow of Time, unless the developer comes back and actually is able to finish the Dawn quest line, which I imagine like they're busy, they don't have motivation for it. I don't think. I still would love to see them do it. I'd love to see them make the other game, but I understand that like they just don't have the motivation to do it for now. But just an absolutely wonderful game. So the secrets were, for the most part, fair. Some parts were very challenging, but that's because there was a slight mistake in the text that made me think I had to come back to Turtle Rock later to get the blue tunic. So I did several dungeons without the blue tunic, which made it really, really painful. But we got through it. So, yeah. So, next up, we are going to try a game, another Zelda classic fan game called Isle of Rebirth. It's another one in the Oracle game style because, of course, I love the Oracle game style. And if you make your Zelda classic game in that style, I will naturally be tempted to play it. So, yeah. I played Isle of Rebirth before. I think I only made it to level 4-ish? I think I just didn't have time to finish it, but it hasn't stuck in my mind as much as this one has. But whatever the case, if it's anything like this, it'll still be a very enjoyable time. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully everyone here watching, you all also enjoyed watching me play through Flow Time, and I hope you don't mind me going through and doing a bit more Zelda Classic, because I do genuinely find these really fun. Special thanks to me. Special thanks to all you guys for watching. All right. But yeah, just great game. Very glad I decided to play it on stream. So yeah, Tuesday we will be picking up Isle Rebirth, assuming that the version I have isn't like completely unplayable for whatever reason. But yeah, we're just gonna end the stream early here because like I'm not gonna play Pikmin 2 randomizer for 23 minutes. That just feels a little silly, especially when I have to do Wurzer Submerged Castle. So yeah, we are going to end it here. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed this series. And there's, of course, still more content to come. Come join me on Tuesdays and Saturdays from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch or YouTube. And yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you all next time. Wait, actually, real quick. Final death count, 294. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. We will see you all next time.